Alright guys, so I am in the Thor Tiburon 24XL. However, I can show you how to install the bidet, and this technique will work with most RVs. So a couple things here. Number one is that the unit is pretty lightweight. If you want to make sure that you get a round one for your RV, because most RV toilets are round and not elongated. Now this one has a mounting plate here, and this mounting plate actually fits into this opening here, and this allows you to install the mount, kind of slide in the unit. Now all of them are like this, where you have a mounting plate, so make sure that you measure the distance on the mounting plate. Pretty nifty system. Most of them, such as the Toto and some of the other ones, are exactly like this. So basically, if you don't have a control panel, you've got a remote, and the remote mounts on the wall nearby. All right. Now all the bidets feature a large motor pump, of course. This one uses a 1/4-inch tube, kind of like what you have for the refrigerator line. It also comes with this valve. You will need to check and possibly buy a different one. Most RV water connections are actually 1/2 inch. So if you have something that is like this guy here, it's 1/2 inch. But the problem with this guy is you'll still need to convert it to a 1/4 inch line. And this is what the line looks like here. It's just a simple tube. It's always better to have something that is less likely to leak, such as something that comes with a solid braided cable. Is basically blocking the connection points, and in order for us to, we can't cut this because this is where the water comes out through to go down. Alright, so I'm going to take out the old toilet. The top comes off. Alright guys, so on the app, make sure you turn your water pump off, because this next step can get a little bit messy. And we're also going to use a towel just as a precaution. So as we unscrew to make the adapter connection, we're going to be mindful that we have a tendency to have water come out. Okay, I'm going to completely drain the water from the bottom by pushing the foot flush, and then I'm going to remove the top of the toilet seat. Okay, here we go. Alright guys, so I'm just going to cut a little bit of this piece off here, just because I want to be able to use the last position of the plastic mounting kit. That's what I'm doing right now. But you can see right here, it's not quite great. So I'm just going to use the pliers and bend it a little bit more. Actually, I can get away with this. Yeah. So this is the hardest part, is making it fit into the groove on top. And you're not going to have that problem with some of the other brands. So just keep in mind that you may have to shave off a little bit of this plastic so that it is possible.
1 hour later.
So again, this is a round toilet, but because of the feet going on here, it kind of creates the illusion of a elongated toilet, and obviously it's not. And we've already got an inverted plug right there, so make sure you run the power off of the inverted. Then we mix it a little bit more, and then we apply the weld coating. I did try Flex Seal, but it's crap. I tried a lot of coating of Flex Seal, but it didn't work. Okay, and we're going to see if this holds. Alright, so I've turned off the water pump, and I've got the line here. You can see here that there is a rubber washer inside, And we're going to make sure that the rubber washer stays inside as we flip it upside down. Now we're going to leave the valve in the off position, and we're going to test the water pressure on the line just to make sure everything is good. So this is a water pump system, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the water pump on and make sure that there is absolutely no leaks. Alright, so now we are on the final step here, which is to make the water connection and also push the bidet back in the plug. So here's our final step. We've got these little blue plastic guys, and what these do is they kind of hold the line so it can't pop up. So you kind of insert this in between here, and that will hold the line. And same thing for this guy. Now we're going to go ahead and plug the last of it. Okay, that should allow the pump to flow. Hopefully it don't get sprayed today. Okay. Now I'm going to have to test it. But at least the water is flowing. It's got a nightlight as well too, and then it's made round. So this is one of the only ones that will fit.